The United States has condemned the repression in Romania, calling it brutal, but the U.S. has had difficulty, as have we, in getting a full picture of what is happening there based on first-hand information. The real reporting on the brutality comes from Romania's so-called socialist allies, specifically the Soviet Union. ABC's Jim Laurie is in Moscow.
Speaking to the Soviet Congress, Mikhail Gorbachev declined comment on the crisis in Romania, saying the situation was unclear and he was awaiting further reports from the Soviet ambassador in Bucharest. But it's a sign of how much things have changed in the communist bloc that the media here provided extensive reporting.
The TASS news agency has been the principal source of detail. Wires from its 4 reporters in Bucharest tell of civilians crushed to death by armored vehicles and soldiers opening up with submachine gun fire on those trying to come to their assistance.
Soviet television also reported on factory workers in the city of Timisoara threatening to blow themselves up if army troops were not withdrawn. Meanwhile, other East European nations expressed condemnation of the Ceausescu regime. In East Germany, demonstrators denounced what was called brutal action against peaceful citizens, and the government withdrew its ambassador. Czechoslovakia, too, recalled its ambassador, demanding that Bucharest respect human rights. And in Yugoslavia, about 1,000 people marched in support of Romanian democratic reform. It was extraordinary East Bloc unity against the last regime still resisting the forces of change in Eastern Europe. Jim Laurie, ABC News, Moscow.
Just to reaffirm how seriously the U.S. thinks this is, the State Department calls it a massacre, and some of the reporting on figures of people been killed in other countries of Eastern Europe number into the thousands.